background. I'm from non-IT, and a lot of people asking me, I have experience IT, but I don't have experience DevOps. So for both the guys, you have to understand the roadmap. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. See, this is a roadmap, and it's a free roadmap. You can use it. Me, ping also. Just we can refer this. I will tell you your own. Okay. Okay. The first second class we discuss about a lot of things, right? So as you are a beginner, if you are from non-IT background also, okay. So just you have to go in internet and search for any programming language. So very easy programming. Who will tell me which one is easy? Easy. Java, C. Which one is easy?
It's Python, right? Like nowadays, because if
Yes.
no,
Right.
we don't have any idea, any info about like programming language, then we can learn Python.
Yes. So now, see, I'm just asking you a question, and you will give the answer. I will just write. So now we understand Python is a very easy language, and we can learn. So it's a very easy language, and we can learn also. There's no issue, and just we need to learn a basic thing, because I will just tell you why I'm saying this. I will just tell you in a two minute. Okay. Okay. Let's go to another thing. Nowadays everybody talking about cloud. Okay, so which is a popular cloud provider? Tell me.
AWS as of now.
AWS. Now we know AWS also. AWS also, if you go, we as you talk about DevOps, again I will go to the job description of my company, and I will just let you know how what they are looking at. Okay, second thing is that all the tools. And third thing is just we need to understand some Linux command. This is very important. We already covered this Linux almost 50, 52 command we have covered last class. So this is a basic thing we have to do. Okay. And then fourth is DevOps tool. Now DevOps tool, what we need to understand the entire flow. We need to do one mini project which have all the this called tools covered. Almost everything is called mini project, so that we understand the flow. And sixth thing is that then it's based on your knowledge. Like you choose maybe let's talk about some city. You say that okay, I'm very liking this Madurai. I'm liking Madurai very much. So it depends on you. Whatever tool you choose, you will become. So there's a lot of after DevOps, or you are doing DevOps course from anywhere. From I'm giving as a free, because I'm also learning. I want to improve myself on a daily basis. Because MNC, there is a very limited amount of work you are getting. A lot of people thinking what they are doing in MNC. See, MNC, it's a big company, and in that big company, there will be one project, and in that project also you have to do some one module. It's not you are going to do entire flow, like mini project. Like I'm talking about everything. Like we have a roadmap, right? All the tools. So you're not going to do everything. Okay, it's a basic thing you have to do, but you have to understand all the knowledge, because you need to be an expert on something. Because there will be a team called as DevOps team. They will be There will be a lot of expert, someone who are expert on Ansible, someone who are expert on Kubernetes, someone who are expert on Docker. So that's why they call it a team, right? Otherwise everybody do the individual contributor. If only one DevOps person will be there, then your question will be, if you are from non-IT or IT, and say okay, one company, one DevOps engineer, or one project, one DevOps engineer, then the scope is very narrow, right? So their scope is not wide. You will say no, the one DevOps is needed. They will hire someone, and then there's no position for that. So that's why a lot of other things are there in this area. There are a lot of things there. See, we are learning Python also, so we can start from there also. We are learning AWS, so we will become a cloud engineer. We are working as a Linux also, so we can go with that area also. So, and a lot of other, let's talk about Selenium. Selenium what? If you go in anywhere, if you talk about Bangalore or you talk about Chennai, you know one institute called as Q Spider. Who knows Q Spider? Let me know. Anybody knows Q Spider? Who's from Bangalore or Chennai? J Spider, Q Spider. No one know? Okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So that is an institute about testing. If you talk about 10-year backs, I have done from 10 years back almost. I am a
Mm.
student of J Spider, and I got my this particular which I am working. I got a interview call from J Spider. I was a student for OMR OMR, that institute. Sorry, that location. I was learning from there. So that's where, if you go back also, there, even though there are tons of opportunity for Selenium, it's not mean that there's no opportunity for Selenium, no opportunity for testing. See, we are going on automation, but still, who is the behind? Who is the human only, right? Because if you see, we got down to 20 to 12. Let's suppose 10 people is needed. At least 10 people is needed. So we need to be expert, because nowadays everybody is looking for expert. So this thing we have to cover. So Python is a basic language. Then AWS. Even if you're not familiar with AWS, just learn the basic concept. Now I'm coming to my all this supporting thing. What we have to do. So this is a description of my company. Just now we're having opening for 4 year plus experience DevOps engineer in my company. Okay, and this is not for India location. This is for Mexico location. Actually, we are looking for a Mexico location. Okay, so salary also you are looking for how much salary we will get for 4 year experience. That also I will tell you. That is 85,000 peso we are giving. Let's see what is 85 peso. So Mexico to peso to INR. Let's see how much. So we are getting 85 per month. I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see, 85,000, right? Yeah. So almost 32 lakh rupees we are getting here. This is the salary package for a 4 years, guys, 4 year experience, and then you can calculate if you are having 6 year or 8 year experience, then what you will get. So this
I'm
is,
sorry to interrupt.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
sure, sure. Go ahead.
32 lakhs, it's just 3 lakhs 80,000.
Oh, sorry, sorry. Yeah, yeah. No, no. Actually, I thought, yeah, 3 lakh rupees. Correct, correct. So 3 lakh is also good money, right? Is it not for monthly?
As far as my knowledge is concerned, Mexico is slightly on the higher side of expenses.
Exactly two, but still we can save at least, right?
Yeah, we can save at least a 1 lakh, I would say. But if you have a family of four, then it's hard to save.
So that's the thing. Now, see, if you going to be a bania thing, then it's very difficult. Then nowhere in if you talk about that you talk about H1B visa. Okay, let me go to select USD. So if you talk about nowadays, because my H1B is process, so I'm getting around $90,000. Okay, $90,000. It's 90. Okay, so this is what I am getting. But think again, the expenses high in United States also, because I'm getting one of the best location in the world, called as New York, NY. It's the highest. No, So then the thing is different, because from there you can start your journey. If you are thinking about money, then it's not a thing. In India also, if you talk about everybody is just looking for 2 lakh rupees job, 3 lakh rupees job, and if you are looking for job in Bangalore or Chennai, what will do in 3 lakh rupees, like 20,000 rupees or 25,000 rupees? You have to, if you are a family, then you are frished. Okay, so
Yeah,
this
Vivek,
that
I
that
got your
yeah,
point. I'm not
yeah.
saying that money is the main thing
That
here.
is that's right, because this
Yeah,
is a starting package, because generally
yeah,
people getting it now, if you are putting your experience everything. See, in the initial days you don't you have to aware, right? If you are having family, to better you avoid 1 year, you at least you can avoid, you can save something, and then you understand everything, then you can go, because from which shop you have to buy onion. Because maybe a couple of months you will buy a onion, maybe 1,000 rupees per kg, and then you realize, oh, this market is very good, now I'm getting an onion for 400 rupees, now you have saved 600 rupees, now it's a good time to call your family. Because generally, because we go out, even in talk about in Noida also, there are a lot of things we also do something, for even in Noida also, someone is paying a rent for 80,000 rupees, someone is paying 10,000 rupees, difference, right? Okay. Okay, let's go with our topic. Okay, so this is a I've given a description. Let's see what description is they are looking for. See, experience in AWS technology such as, see, RDS, DynamoDB, Lambda, Code Pipeline, IMA, EC2, CloudWatch, VPC. So they are looking for this types of services. So if you see entire page, just this page you are going to learn, you will become a cloud engineer. Simple. Only this line I'm saying. This one line. No need to focus on other lines. So who is from on non-IT, or you are from IT also? Definitely you are nowadays. At least you know the page of console, like AWS console. This. If you're working in an IT company, you know this page at least, because everybody is taking this of AWS or maybe Azure, because nowadays demand is very high, and we want to learn, or we want to earn, we need to improve us, and there's no other option. Okay, so that is the thing. So so nowadays DevOps is very high demand. I need to talk about US, they are giving 150K also. If we talk about H1B, I told, right? If you're going from India to on-site, for first thing, H1B is a very long process, and that is a lottery based process. But still after that, if you are going to US, you will get 80,000 rupees, or maybe I'm talking about dollar perspective, 80,000 or 85, 90, 95 max, you will get 95, 90, that's it. And even though, if you are, because H1B, it's saying that six year max you can live there. So 6 year max also, if you talk about, lot of people thinking, what will they going to earn in that 6 year? 90,000, the appraisal will be a 1%, 2%, 3%. That's it. And now you are good in maths. You can calculate. In 6 year, it's very difficult. You can cross 100 also, 110 also. So nowadays, if you talk about US, they are getting easily 4 to 5 year experience person. They are getting easily 150K. So that's when because if talk about India here also, we are getting almost 20 plus, 20, 20, 20, 25 plus. So nowadays you see there are a lot of opportunity in IT sector, and if you're going to learn this, and nobody is asking about your degree, all that, at least. So it is an advantage. You can, if you're earning in some other sector, you're not happy with that, and you want that you work from home, and you always be with your family, then I think is IT is the best. As of now, IT is the best place to work. And if you are, a lot of other things are there. Okay, let's go to another. Let's see this, what they are also asking. So if you see this model for CI and CI process, all that, they are giving a bunch of lot of things. But it's still, what have they have given, you don't have to consider everything. See, understanding of code experience as a developer plus. See, not required. A lot of people thinking, hey, he is asking about a programming language. No, I'm not going to do that. This. So now they are just saying that a plus. If you are having, at least it's the plus. Say this aggregation tools such as Splunk. So this is all the tool we need to understand. This is also, if you are just learning Splunk also, na, you will become a Splunk engineer. And Splunk is also having lot of opportunity. In my project, almost 80% things are automated via Splunk in last 4 months only. If he or she person is doing as a, is working as a Splunk engineer, to see how much work he is getting. So that's why I'm saying you need to understand few things and then just learn those things. If you're familiar with that particular thing, just learn the things and then you will get it anything. But mention everything that I know everything. Okay. Any question, any non-IT person question or IT person question? Because today's session, because I am getting lot of ping regarding this. I'm not for this background. I'm not for that background. So that's why I'm just giving an overview what they need to do. Because first thing in life, you do anything, you have to set a goal. Yeah, I'm just muting myself 2 minutes. Let just think and let me know. Yeah, because this is a very important part because planning is very important. If you're not planning, you are learning something, but you're not planning what you want to achieve this, to doing this. You need to clear your mind first. Yeah, I'm just muting 2 minutes. Just think about this.
Yes, Vivek, I have a concern over here. I would request you because I'm from non-IT background. I'm working as a technical support for process,
Yes.
and I have completed my learning like last month. Completely, I spent on AWS itself. I thought like maybe I'm like going. Why I'm concentrating completely on AWS because like my more main goal is to learn DevOps because the
Correct.
completely I was stuck in AWS only. Like I thought like let me try to do DevOps, and suddenly I saw your video yesterday. And like I would request you please help me with the Python basics because even if I'm not going into Python completely, but like I should know like basics, right? Like what is the basic thing we have to learn if we want to implement the code? Because in process of DevOps, they'll be asking, we should like implement some codes and all, right? Like what is the basic things? Could you help me with that?
No, they're not asking any language, but the thing is that whatever
Mm-hmm.
code is there, because generally the
Okay.
thing DevOps journey will start if any developer push their code to Git bucket, whatever
Mm-hmm.
you Git bucket or Bit bucket, whatever you say,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, your process will start. So if you are going to understand that syntax or something, or maybe
Yes.
sometime a very basic error, if you talk
Mm-hmm.
about when I'm working as a support engineer like you, so there
Mm-hmm.
was tons of PLSQL, big PLSQL, SQL was there. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they do some minor mistake because of that patches, what we call as when we deploy it, which call as
Okay.
patches, it
Mm-hmm.
got failed, and they are asking, sir, this is giving error. So
Okay.
then after analyzing two, three, or maybe 5 times, I analyze there's a very basic mistake is there. And
Yes.
then instead of calling developer, what I do, either say do this thing, and then it's work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yes.
simple. You if you know little bit, if you ask any question for PLSQL, I will not able to answer. But thing is that
Mm-hmm.
that is my daily task.
Yes.
And when I'm calling to developer, he's saying, okay, Vivek, do this thing and then try it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand a couple of time, then okay, this is the basic thing we have to do, and we can cope up with that. So that's the thing. Python, Java, or whatever language. Because see, if you talk about whatever you just term of gold or diamond, whatever highest you see,
Yes. Platinum.
programming language is always a diamond or gold, whatever you say. Nobody can beat
Mm.
tools in this. No can be.
Yeah.
Programming language is evergreen.
Yes.
Nobody
Yes.
can touch a height of programming language.
Yeah.
That
Got
is
it.
the
But
truth.
however, like what see, wait, like many people, some my husband told me like even if I don't know programming language, like when we are implementing deploying something, definitely we can Google it and we can get the code whatever we want
Yeah,
to implement. But however, I should know at least the basic what code I should search and like what the
correct,
syntax
correct,
looks like.
correct.
That I'm trying to because like a little bit basic if we know then we can implement. And I want to know like what is the basic commands or like, what is the basic things to learn in DevOps,
Correct.
Python
So same.
codes
That's
or
why
all?
because a lot of you guys, like you, I'm getting ping on a daily basis because I'm also working as almost 8 year I have
Oh,
working in IT,
God.
and I did my BTech also. In between, I have Search also a job, lot of jobs. So almost you say 8 plus 4 plus 2. It's almost how much is 8 plus 4 is 14 years experience in IT.
Oh, wonderful.
So I know a lot of questions are there. Even when I was in Bangalore, I'm searching a job. That time also, I have a lot of questions. So I know, because if you are switching your field, if you
Mm-hmm.
are fresher also, because generally if you feel that a fresher, they are asking tons of question. And when I was in Bangalore, I'm thinking what they want actually, because I
Mm-hmm.
was learning a Java that time, and they are asking anything that time. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure, I'm a fresher, and they asking blah blah things. So that's why I realized that in first go, you just have to get the knowledge of everything, because interviewer will ask anything. If talk about my experience, recent interview experience, I'm a in my field, I'm doing SF also in my, because DevOps as well as SF also I am doing, because one of the opportunity is there. So I'm just thinking about SF also. SF is called as Snowflake. Okay, so
Oh,
that
Snowflake.
also I'm doing it on a day. So interviewer asked me, "Do you have experience of migration?" So I told, no, I did not migrate any of the code to, because that is also cloud provider actually. That is also cloud. Dataware has a cloud. So there are a lot of things you have to understand, because when you grow up, because in the fresher level you need to understand few things, and then when you grow up in an organization, you need to understand everything. Because when you become architect, because my position is now towards architect now, maybe in a few years, maybe 2 3 years I will be architect. So I need to understand entire flow. I cannot say, sir, I will take only Java project in my under. I will not say I will take this particular thing in my under, because architect means what, it's a
Complete thing.
so you need to understand everything. So now it depends experience. Okay, so that's why in a basic, when you start something, get a basic knowledge, because basic knowledge is very important. Like Python, if you just give 1 hour, I think almost 15 days it will cover everything. Same for AWS also. See, basic thing I told you, right? In this, they are asking this thing also. How much time it will take to understand this one two example? Almost, I think maybe a 2 hours. I'm just thinking. Maybe I'm wrong, but just 2 hour, one application. You have to just launch EC2,
Yes,
do
yes,
some
yes.
this IAM, just set let's suppose you just that multi-factor, you just set, IAM is done. Some
Yes.
roles you can provide EC2, again CloudWatch, you just have to watch the log, all that. And VPC virtual you can do. So this all you have to understand, because everybody asking the same question. If you talk about interview purpose, because I also am taking interview for almost 4 years, I am taking an interview. So what I am going to ask? Simple same thing I am going to ask. Whatever in the web, Ram shared lot of PDF to you guys. And believe me, if you are going for that 70% of that PDF, now you will crack any interview. 70%. I'm not talking about 100%. I'm talking about only 70%. If you go to that, because everybody, they are thinking of that only, because there's a limitation of questions in IT. This is not a IES exam. They will ask anything. Tell me the water of this glass, why it's half. No, this is not a IES exam. First, there's a set of question. You can say Python. How many question will be there? Max 100. And there will be a scenario question. And scenario question also you can, because when you are having experience, then only you are going to answer that. Even though scenario also, if you understand 5 scenario, you're able to answer that also. Okay, a lot of people asking that real time scenario question. See, the thing is, real time scenario answer. If you are working also, we are not able to say anything, because the thing is that when we are getting in real time, then only we realize, okay, we're doing some approach to solve that problem. Like you do a DSA, data structure. We one thing is there, we can solve it anyways.
No, no,
So
no.
that same some
DevOps.
situation is there. We able to solve
8:20.
in a lot of ways.
What is
Okay,
this?
so that That is called as real-time scenario. It not mean that you have solved for one, like particularly you have taken one approach that is solved. It not mean everybody asking no, let's launch another request, because the purpose is to, at last you have to, application will up, talk about production support, everything, talk about everything. So this we have to understand first. Okay. Yeah, sorry. So
Hello,
yeah, go ahead. Who's that? Yeah.
sir. I am Bharadwaj Deepak Mahapatra.
No,
I am
call
from.
me sir. Don't call me Kar. My name is only Vivek. Okay.
Yeah,
First, you have
yes,
to, if you are going to IT, you need to understand this concept first. There is no
yes,
sir in
yes, yes,
IT.
yes. I
Yeah.
understand.
Good. Hmm. Good.
Uh,
Good.
but sir, regular basis we talk with our seniors, so that is the most preach. We always start the sir or madam. That is the fix.
No. In IT, I'm just saying, I'm my CEO also. I'm calling as a DK.
Okay. I understand. Okay, sir. Okay, Vivek. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead with your question, sir.
Yeah, I am Bharadwaj. I am from Odisha. I am East India actually. I
Mhm.
have actually I am a non-IT background person. I have a small farm which is closed in the pandemic, and I am practicing for DevOps.
Mhm.
So my question is that I have a work experience in a small IT farm with 7 years, and I am willing to start a
Mhm.
career in DevOps. And I have also completed my open source DevOps course last 6 months. So
Mhm.
can I apply as a beginner in DevOps?
See, but that's a simple thing that we need to take action, because if you're
Right.
not taking action, like suppose someone will say, okay, I'm not able to hire you, you are not from IT background, but thing is that from there you can help us also, because you are getting some real time, question. So they
Yes.
will
Yes.
ask you a question, you will also understand. Some people will take you, because a lot of people are not thinking about you are from non-IT or non-IT, because
Yes. Yes.
nowadays
Yes.
there are a lot of startup
Yes.
and
I
they
got your
just
point.
want resource.
Uh,
They're
but
not.
uh, but Vivek, I am facing one problem that many company. I have applied my resume in Naukri, and very honestly, I am saying that I have applied a 4 years of fake experience in DevOps. Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and I'm getting very well job calls from
Hmm,
the
hmm, hmm,
interviewers,
hmm,
and
hmm,
I'm giving the interview. But main problem is that I haven't worked in DevOps, but I have completed my course in DevOps as an open source
hmm,
DevOps
hmm,
engineer.
hmm.
I
Okay.
learned about AWS. I learned about the tools like Kubernetes and
Hmm,
the Docker, Ansible, SAP.
hmm,
These are the tools I have learned, but I unable to explain as they are willing to as they are wanting. I give them the answers
hmm,
like they
hmm,
are in the because I unable to use the technical
hmm,
terminologies.
hmm,
So that is the main problem I am facing in my interviews. I am giving the interviews daily basis. I am
hmm.
getting 10 to 50 calls from Naukri.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a
I
very
know,
great
because
opportunity for me.
I'm
But
also getting the same, because yeah, I understand. But thing is that same you have to understand. If you are mentioning
Vivek,
source.
I have worked as a small star. I worked in a small startup company.
Hmm,
That's a web development company,
hmm,
and I
hmm,
have experience in development of static website. I
hmm,
have
hmm,
5 years of experience, and apart from that, I have served to my company as a sales support service engineer for implementing the software in my client sites for
hmm,
micro, small, and medium enterprise for accounting and inventory softwares.
hmm.
Okay, so with this experience, when my company is closed, so I started my career with DevOps. So the
Okay.
main problem I'm facing this, and my main question is that can I apply as a beginner in DevOps, or the resume is right? I have to apply
Yeah.
that as a
Okay. Let
four
me
years.
answer you. I will answer you. A lot of giving example.
Yes, yes, yes,
I don't know how many know about Atomic Habit. The one book
yes,
is
yes,
there. Okay,
yes,
and
yes, yes.
talk
I know.
about the SF. I'm talking about one basic benefit for taking SF is micro partitioning. Okay,
Yes, yes,
and a lot of other things I'm talking about. We need to start from step by step. Let's suppose we having 100 steps. Why we are on 50 step? We have to
Right.
start from one. So that's why, na, basic things we have to understand. See, start with a basic thing. If you are good in one particular technology, let's suppose again I'm taking this example, AWS. Why you not just
Okay.
putting AWS and we are prepared for first a basic certification, cloud practitioner. Go with the cloud practitioner. Okay, when you are
Okay.
getting this level of thing like a configuration item, how to launch EC2, how to launch everything, everything you understand in that particular organization. Also, after 3 months or 4 months, you will understand what they are doing it. See,
Yes,
that's why
yes, yes.
now, and then you learn about this DevOps because you understand because DWS DevOps already will be there because see this is now a common term in every organization
Right,
because
right,
this is not a language, this is a methodology, and every
right.
company has to opt because this is a model, SDL model. What I have first lecture I have given software
Right,
development.
right.
Without this model, how they are going to develop software? Then simple, or else they can go with the old waterfall model. All that. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
You need to start like non-IT background or IT background also if you are there. If they project IT also, I'm saying if you're working in some organization, try to get released from your project and do that project that having AWS in that project you can opt. Same for me also I had did the same. In 5 years back, I have an opportunity to work with cloud engineer. So I opt for a cloud engineer means means profile. And then slowly I'm moving to DevOps. And then this thing, one of my batchmate also going for this position for Mexico location in June
Wow.
because it's depend because he's also don't have this much knowledge because we in our project also we do a lot of things and now we are also familiar with a lot of other concepts. So now we can go and we know what they are doing it on a daily basis because everything same, everybody is doing it. uh, so that means that we have to understand because basic
Right.
we have to do. Otherwise, same thing. You will start watching YouTube video, and there's a lot of tons of videos are there in DevOps.
Right,
And
right, right.
after 5 years, you realize, oh, I'm learning DevOps for last 5 years, and still I'm not able to answer any question.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Okay, so that's I think and I think
So,
this is
moreover,
hmm,
I understand one thing that we need to practice in a particular tool rigorously, so
correct,
that we can
correct,
master in that particular tools which is popular in DevOps process or
correct.
DevOps work, so that we can convey to our interviewer that we are best in this particular
Hmm,
tools, and the interviewer also can understand that he has some basic knowledge or idea
hmm,
that
hmm.
tool, so that we can hire or we give him a chance or like this, right?
Correct. Even if you talk about last interview, I also given a DevOps. So they are asking about, do you have any professional certification? So I told I have
Right, right,
scheduled it. Maybe I'm going to clear it very soon. So that's why they will start from this only AWS
right,
because
right,
AWS is leading. So they will say which cloud provider you are using because
right.
without this
That,
we cannot
right,
work.
right, right, right,
So
right.
now they will start with this simple question: do you know about EC2? You will say yes. Do you know
Yes,
about CloudWatch? You say yes.
yes,
So now they will start questions. So let's suppose the interview is not for 1 hour, or they will take 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So almost 30,
yes, yes,
45
yes,
minutes. AWS, if I am wrong, anyone is there who given recent interview, they will spend at least 15 minutes in AWS.
yes, yes, yes,
And talk about the math perspective, like 45 minutes, 15 minutes is 33% weightage for AWS. Anybody have given interview recently?
yes,
Anyone?
yes, yes. I have given the interview.
So tell me the
Yes, you.
percentage. I'm talking what? It's 33% or not?
Yes, yes, yes. You are 100% right, because all the interviewers starting they are start their questions from the AWS first. Then after they
So
move forward to the Git, GitHub, other the tools, but
correct,
the first
correct,
they are
correct, correct.
asking AWS.
So that's why I'm saying now. See, almost 50%. It's not for IT things. GitHub also it's what just a versioning tool, or just you
Right,
can
right.
say like your laptop, this hard disk.
Right,
You
right.
need to maintain over a web. So that two, three tools you have to understand. And third tools, a basic tool is Jenkins, like because that is
Right, right, right.
it will integrate
Yes,
everything.
yes, yes.
So three is the best thing you have to start with. And then if you will start, because Jenkins also there are a lot of options are there, which because
Right,
you will select, like suppose Docker, then you have to select a lot of option, which option you are let's suppose you have selected Selenium, then where you are going to put their logs, cases log, where you have to put. So that's when again you need to go with these three basic tools. You will at least 80-70% you will able to answer. 10% is scenario based, and
right,
20% it's a different, maybe where they will ask something Kubernetes or Docker or whatever. And if
right,
specific they are having requirement for Kubernetes or Docker, then obviously they will start from Docker and Kubernetes, that is recent technology or maybe advanced technology what I say. So then it's a different thing. Even if you talk about, lot of people talking about ticketing tool like Jira, Snow,
right,
Splunk. Because again, if you don't know, don't have knowledge about this ticketing tool, again they will say, "Oh my God, if they, how is going to drive them?" So that's
right,
why,
right, right.
at least 5 to 6 interview, you will able to understand what they are asking. And then again you
Exactly.
can help us this. We are a lot of people here, they will understand what they are asking. Simple, we
Yes,
know
yes.
question paper, before exam we know the question paper, or we just
Yes,
go with
yes,
that
yes.
answer, simple. Okay, so that
Yes,
is the
yes,
thing. Okay,
yes,
Bhartwar,
yes.
I think, hope I
Yes.
have able to answer you.
Yeah, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. Yeah, anyone else? See, today class, because I'm getting lot of pings for recording this, so I'm just clearing sorry, I'm clearing your doubt. Because generally, what I believe in my life, you have to set your goal, and you have to clear with that goal. Otherwise, no, blindly you are taking something, and after maybe a 2 month, 3 month, or maybe 1 year, you will say, "Oh, this is not this is not for me. It's not cup of tea for me." So then it is a waste of time, because you wasted 1 year, maybe one month, or maybe you just started joining, and you wasted some 45 minutes. Why you have wasted 45 minutes? That your question you have to ask to yourself. Because if you're not willing to learn DevOps, then why you are wasting 45 minutes? Okay, see, for me, I'm for this background. Whatever I will stay for 2 hours also is for benefit for me, because I'm getting real time questions what they are facing it, and then I am trying to solve. For me, it's not waste of time. But for you, because you're not set your goal, then it will be a waste of time for you. So you understand this thing? Okay. Any other question? Venu, heavy question, Venu, Ankit, Aniket.
Vivek, I have a small request,
Yes, yes, yes.
if it
So,
is possible.
Mhm.
Can we start both session evening and morning at 8 o'clock?
No, no, Ankit, as you know, for me, I'm a working professional. I'm working as a lead. So my timing is 1:30 to 10:30 on a regular basis. And Saturday, Sunday, I'm having a lot of other things, because which organization I'm working, they are having a lot of deployment and a lot of other things. We call as there are the DR, if you know, disaster recovery. That also we have in a weekend. So weekend also, either I will take rest, or I will work on that bed development or a lot of things. Okay. So I don't have time in evening, but yeah, I have a time in morning. That also I'm just I'm not a morning guy. I supposed to wake around 10, but last 2 weeks, because I thought that I can help everybody, so I wake up around 7:30 or 8 o'clock to just take this session. Okay, so maybe I will available from Monday to Friday. That also will depend. I will take 3 classes, or maybe max 5. But generally, I will take at least 3 classes on a week. So that's why I'm asking.
Actually,
Uh,
my request was if you, for a morning batch, if we
hmm.
start for a 8, we will be able to finish by 9. Actually, I'm also working and I have to leave for office at 9
No,
o'clock.
no, Ankit, we
Yeah,
are just
so that's
uploading
why.
this video in YouTube, so if you will not going to miss anything. Okay, if
Again, Vivek, there are lots of things, means YouTube, lots of things are available on a YouTube.
correct,
But
correct, correct.
the having an interaction interactive session,
I
that's a
understand.
different, that completely different thing.
I understand, Ankit, but the thing is that as of now, I have a time constraint, and I think a lot of other friends also there. Maybe they can also, maybe Ram also learning a lot, because what we have decided, two batches. One is for discussion, one is for session, working session. So this is a working session, and discussion session is evening,
Okay.
because I'm getting lot of things from you guys. So that's why today I want to clear a doubt first, because what you are giving a time, right? So it will be a fulfill. Otherwise there's no just joining because of free, because we are Indian, and where something which mentioned free, so we are just going that area, right, or way. So always, because if is a free, you are investing time. So just understand the time also. Don't consider of the free things. So that's why I'm
No, no.
saying, who willing to learn, they can join, and they can, on a daily basis, they have to get the exposure of working environment and what we are do, and they will understand. So the time constraint, I cannot say anything. I cannot comment. Maybe Ram want to comment something. Yeah, Ram, go ahead.
No, no, no. Actually, I have also worked on, so that's why I'm fixing this timings.
Okay, okay. No issue.
Okay. So we will see, Ankit. We will see. We will try to plan. It's possible in the future. Maybe if there any paid classes will be there, then we will. As of now, it's a free. So as of now, we cannot do. Okay.
Okay, no issue.
Okay. So as of now, everyone understand this thing. At least you understand what is DevOps, how to start. So again, I'm giving a roadmap. Like for Python, you can learn from anywhere. Even I can also cover few things on Python, but it's not now, because main thing is AWS and Linux we have almost 30% or 40% we have covered in last classes. Because Linux we have to understand a basic command. So basic command we have already covered in the last lecture. If you haven't go through that video, please go to the YouTube channel and you can watch that video. Okay. AWS also, as of now, we have covered EC2 and S3 bucket. S3. Okay. So that we have covered. That is also a basic. In future, we will cover a lot of other things. So basically, in AWS also 10 to 15 concepts are there. We can go and learn that. Even though I'm going to send some tutorial, even Ram also sending a lot of tutorial. So we are sending. So just think that that is free. You are just keeping in somewhere Google Drive, or maybe in your laptop drive. I think that not going to work. You need to learn the things from there, because if you're not going to learn the concept, see, lot of people asking about the difference between infrastructure code, software as a code, or platform as a code. There are a lot of people is asking. So you need to understand what is this and what is AWS. Can you anybody tell what is AWS? Is IaaS, PaaS, or SaaS? Anybody tell me?
It's three features it's providing AWS: infrastructure as a service,
Yes.
and software as a service, and platform as a service.
So that's why this basic thing we have to understand, because somebody will ask you, okay, because you're working organization will not spot it only one thing. They will looking for others. In every organization, they want to cut down their expenses. Maybe they will use some of the feature from Azure also. So it
Right.
depends. Okay, it's depend. So that's why you have to get a knowledge. It knowledge is what you don't see hands-on knowledge. If you are going in IT organization, you have to understand few other terms, how to kettle the client also. See, client will ask anything to you. They will ask
Right. Right.
very basic question, but the thing is that the criticality, because client asked you, that is become a critical. They will ask a silly question also, but for you it's a critical thing.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
you have to respond also. Yeah, initially is when you are putting 2 year experience of fresher, obviously you will not get an answer, and you are not responsible person to answer that question. But if you talk about long term, you need to answer that also. And anybody having like 4 year, 6 year experience, 7 year experience, and then they have to work on this area also, because you will get a lot of question from client, and then how you are going to answer them, that is also one of pressure. Because things you can do, but the but client thing you have to answer there is no chance of skipping that. Okay. Okay. So I'm going for this roadmap. I already picked the roadmap. It's a free roadmap. You can go there and download also. I have given the link also. If anybody don't have, so I will just ping this also. So see, DevOps, they are saying learn a programming language. So there's a tons of programming language, C, C++, Rust. C, I think everybody know if they did their schooling like 12th, almost C is there in the curriculum as of now, I understand. Because when I was in 12th, yeah, the plays were not there. But nowadays, I think like 5 to 6 year, I think C is there in that curriculum. Okay. So we can go with the Python. Okay. And if you learn Ruby or Node.js also, it is okay. But Python, I think that is easy option. You can go with that. Now you need to understand few basic network concept. You know, process map, network concept like IP, DNS, no, basic thing. You just go and port number. A lot of people asking a port number. You get 501. What you will do? You get 4.4. What you will do? What does that mean? So basic port number. It will not take a lot of time to you. Just one day, assign yourself. I'm going to learn a port number. Simple. And just 20 port number, sorry, this error code, I'm not port number, error code. So you are going to learn that. Even port number also, like what is the port number of HTTP, what is the port number TCP, like TCP at 22. So just 20 to 30 you have to understand. That's why I'm saying that just prepare yourself basic thing first. Don't go with higher. Like someone is getting 30 lakh rupees. First, go with the basic. At least you understand 5 lakh rupees person what they are doing. Don't go for 30 lakh rupees or maybe a 1 crore rupees. Because
Exactly.
ask you question with that particular because they are giving you 30 lakh almost they will ask for that purpose only, right? So that's you have to understand. Now this OS, because OS is very important. So at least you understand Linux, Ubuntu. It's a part of Linux only. So only two OS we have in this world. One is Windows, which I am just sharing my screen, and second is Unix. And there's a lot of version because they just Unix is an open source and they have changed their name, so it become Linux or maybe a Ubuntu, Fedora, whatever. But it's only two OS. It's a Linux or Windows. That's it. Again, Linux, you need to understand few basic command. So if you see PS top already we have covered. PS we can going to cover in upcoming session. We are going to cover. And then editor, I told you Vim or Nano. Last class Linux we already go with that Vim. Even you see the grep command is also there. Cat, cut. These are a very echo already we have covered. Grep we are going to cover. So this all very basic thing you have to cover, and it will not take a lot of time. Network also, this basic command TCP dump ping we have covered. If you remember, this is a very basic command. And even though in your system you can do this thing, just learn the thing. See, I'm going to cover it, that is okay, but you need to also understand na? Like I have given one example, but the thing is that if you're going to learn, you will get two different examples. Then you can share with us also. Okay, Vivek, I got one thing that is mean by this, because you are providing some information to us. It's a relevant information, not anything, right? So you can provide us. It is not an issue because here we are just want to learn. Okay. And then again, system performance. See, there are a lot of commands. It will not take a lot of time. So from here you will understand everything. Now HTTP, FTP, emails, SMTP. This is the very 10 minutes thing. You can go and understand, because when you understand how the request made by the user and how it's interact with the backend, all that, it will not take a lot of time. SHA, SSL, the TSL, FTP, STP, FTP. It will not take a lot of time. Same for web. This is all Tomcat. Sometimes we use Tomcat, Apache. This is all the generally we use a Tomcat. The web, it's a I was setting Apache or maybe a Tomcat that we are using, because I am not having experience with all this thing. Apache and Tomcat I am having experience. So now this learn some CI/CD tools. So see which one is we know. That is Jenkins. Again the container, what we know, Docker. Configuration management, we have to learn Puppet, Ceph, they are asking, but the thing is that Ansible is high demand. Again, the container, which one we know? Kubernetes. See, other thing also Nomad. Yesterday, one of my friend, he's working in a Hershey Corp. He posted that there is a opening for Nomad. So I thought, what is Nomad, man? It's something a YouTube channel. So Nomad Super. So then I realized, oh, Nomad is the alternative of this. So because I also don't know about Nomad. So see, a lot of the people you don't know. Maybe when you're learning 2 or 3 year, 2 or 2 down line, you will get one more software, because see, this is a era everybody want competition, so they will launch something. And then see, infrastructure provisioning, Terraform. Now we know Terraform also, they are using Terraform, Kubernetes, Ansible, and Docker. Here, what we understand, Apache, and this is all the basic thing. Here, what we can do, Linux, it's a CentOS we are using generally, and this is the basic concept. Win, Nano, all this a basic command. Okay, now coming down. So now cloud provider. If you see Heroku, Azure, Google Cloud, AWS. Again, what we are choosing? AWS. Again, cloud provider, DigitalOcean also there. I see few of them using DigitalOcean. I don't know why, because they're having a lot of bunch of free facility. I see a lot of people talking about DigitalOcean as of now, because just we want AWS only. So I'm not concerned on this, but in learning purpose, you will learn, because if you're going to learn DigitalOcean also, now you just relate with AWS also. Name is will same. Here AWS, some name is Sita, or here is some same function name is Gita. Simple. Concept is same for everything. EC2 they will call something else, and here they will call something else. Like here you call S33 for storage or something. Maybe here something they will call. You understand the concept. That's why we are saying just learn one basic cloud provider. Then all the cloud provider you will able to understand. Let's suppose AWS you are going to learn for two months. Then you are going for Azure. It will not take 2 months. Just it will take 1 month. And then again, if you go to a Google Cloud, it will take only 15 days to learn, because already you have information about Azure and AWS. So you are able to learn Google Cloud very quickly. So that's why first start with anyone, and then go on. Same for other thing, like infrastructure monitoring, application monitoring. See, there are tons of tools are there. Here we use Grafana. A lot of other things are there. See, Splunk, log management. Splunk is there. So you, because in my project I'm using Splunk. I'm not using this Elastic Stack. I'm using Splunk. So that's why you have to go and search a thing. So see, this is the entire flow. We almost cover everything. Okay, so here just you need to understand the basic, and then if you are familiar, you liking that particular concept, then you can go with the intermediate level and then advanced level. Because intermediate will also understand, because a lot of people will ask on what is the requirement. Sometimes they are having a just they want check-in, because someone is they want expert in their teams. They are having a Docker expert, they are having all the expert, but they don't have a check-in expert. They will consider of checking, a lot of checking question they will ask. So it depends. Okay, let's 2 minutes is there. Anyone asking anything? Yeah, I stop sharing now. Go ahead. Yeah. No. So how many of you having IT knowledge or a DevOps knowledge? Anyone having DevOps knowledge, or all having a fresher, or maybe just non-IT, or maybe IT? Anybody having a knowledge in DevOps? Little bit knowledge. I know one person, Bharadaj, having a knowledge because he did some course. Anyone else apart for?
Yeah,
No.
Vivek, I have a
Okay.
little bit.
Little bit. Okay, Ajinkya, I think you know. Yeah, okay, I understand. Okay. Anyone else?
I know little bit about the DevOps.
So did you guys relate what I'm trying to say, or I'm just talking anything and you know not able to relate on that? What is your feedback?
Yeah, I can relate. But my one of my question is,
Hmm.
in DevOps, is there are too many tools. We have to
Hmm.
learn each and every.
No, that's why we need to understand basic, because the interviewer, you're not sure what they are going to ask. Na? Okay, so that's a question. So after they will, start interview, you can ask what is the requirement exactly. So they will tell you also we need this particular tool expert, and then if you are familiar with that tool, and you can go with that question, because they will consider only one or two tools. They were not going to consider a lot of things. Okay, because see, this is the ocean. Again, this is the ocean. You need to learn a lot of things, because if you are working in Jenkins, there are tons of real scenario problems are there, and you need to solve. So you cannot be a maybe a what we call as expert on everything. So just take one thing, because the DevOps, it's not a one way of learning or something. It's a methodology. So they want at least you can learn few concepts. SDLC, if you talk about, every team is working, right? So if you talk about waterfall model, 10 people is working for testing, 10 people, 20 people working for sub production support, 10% 10 people is working on the development. So they know that you don't have a knowledge of everything. Now you will say, I have knowledge of Python also, I can code also, I can test also, I can do everything, I can monitor also, I will be a 24/7, I can deploy also. And that is not good, right? For your life also, it's not good. You are saying I do
For a
everything.
single person, it's not possible to learn all the tools.
So that's why yeah, just get the basic details
Right,
what they
right.
are asking, and then I'm just giving a simple example what I have understand for last 14 years. Just go with the basic question. Like suppose get you are having, like Ram already provided few of the PDFs that having a 50 question. So 50 question, 70% is what? 35 question. Learn 35 question first and get a basic knowledge, and then if you are willing to learn that particular thing, then 35 question to the R&D, because in that PDF it's just mentioned what is Git, what is the difference between GitLab or something, or whatever, but you need to figure out what is actually a basic, and then you have to go advanced. You can in that particular topic do the R&D, publish white paper, like anyone in this world going to see your white paper. Okay, this is all the things. Okay, in world you have the great knowledge of that particular thing. Okay, so that's we have to do. Otherwise there is no way of doing it, because again we'll just waste our time. We just thinking, because a lot of things are there, it will take a lot of time to learn, and in that way if you're learning, then you are not able to crack the interview. First thing, you have to crack the interview with a basic thing,
Hmm?
and then enhance your learning. Simple.
9 to 10 update every day.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Vivek, I have a question like I got in the interview. If you know, it's related to AWS S3. S3, he asked like, how can you find thousand of private buckets in AWS through which report it comes? And the second question was like, if you have identified, then how will you change public bucket to private? If you have thousand of buckets, like which property of bucket or like scripts through. So that was two
So
questions
I
basically.
think from public to private, generally, if you talk about, because I have a knowledge in SF also, because we working on SF with Snowflake, as I told you. So there we use a snow pipe. Okay, for snow pipe, we will make it, because then they will not ask this public or private concept. Snowflake, snow pipe having all the credential from your AWS, so it will save everything in that. So you can interact with the AWS with that ARM. So for that we can use some tools. My in DevOps, I'm not exactly got this question. So for SF side, I can answer this, because this can be done by Snowpipe. Snowpipe, Snowpipe. It's a Snowpipe with the concept of data warehouse, because my entire project is based on data analyst, data analytic, because I'm working in a US firm, and that is a analytic part, a big firm. So we concentrate on that part also. So that I know in my real time scenario, I'm just saying it will not ask anything, because that is it connected with the your credential, that is ARN, where you have to mention in the trust builder one is there in that AWS. You have to mention ARN, and then they will directly they can interact with that, because that mean of Snowpipe is just the same thing what we are saying. Okay. Even I can search if it is possible. I can maybe you can just post in the a Telegram group, and even you can ask in evening batch also. Maybe anyone have experience with that, they will free. They will tell you.
So like Snowpipe is a tool, or like what
It's
exactly
a
it is?
actually this is a tool. Snowflake also having a that is called a data warehouse as a service. We talk about a lot of software as a provider. Data warehouse also because we are working as a in my analytics project is there, so they do a lot of analysis on based on how this share market is working, because my project is basically a settlement hub in India. I'm just giving example of SDNL we call it, right? National Deposit Trust, SDNL. I think we are talking about SDNL. So that is so it's a OLAP based architecture based project. It's a big project. So that is a bit different concept. Like we can, because that's why in organization there are a lot of things. Because we are just integrated everything in in a project, so they will use a lot of things. So just we are talking about one or two tools. There are tons of tools to support that. Okay.
Yeah, sure, Vivek.
Yeah.
And like, what do you suggest? Like, how to means obviously you have worked so much long experience. So, what do you suggest for learning? I mean, what are the three ways to best learn a tool? What do you suggest? Any new
So
tool?
new tool, I think first we have to get the basic information, basic terminology. Like I take example of AWS. Just you need to understand what is cloud watch. Okay, or just you have to understand S3. See, S3 also having lot of functionality, and if you see in AWS portal, they are changing in a very rapid phase, because we are talking about DevOps. They can changing in the fraction, like in a minute they are changing everything. For me, when I have started my AWS journey, it's almost 3 to 4 years back. Now I see, because I'm a working, because there are a lot of things have got changed. So the thing is that I know few things, because on a daily basis I knew S3 or something, whatever I have to know, I know the things. But they are changing a lot. Sometimes I'm also thinking if they change something, I'm just thinking where is that option. Okay, so that's a thing. We have to understand the very basic thing first, how that particular service work, and then you can start clicking on that. And because the thing is that in personal console we can do anything, but in talk about professional way, production, all that, because even I don't have a privilege also. But even though we are not trying to do that, because sometime one of the application was there, by instantly have a click something, and it got a mess. So then I realized that don't click anywhere without anything knowing it. So yeah, in real production environment or something, you cannot play around with that. That is not feasible. Sometime they also having some human error. Maybe they will give you some privilege by default. Someone will have privilege, because before 2 years back I having all the privilege in AWS, so I can do anything, and my organization to pay. Then they realize they are having a lot of privilege, then they are restrict us. So it depends on scenario based. This best practice that if you don't have a know the concept, please go and do in your personal thing. I mean personal console, not in real time. That is not the area of playing there. Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, anyone else? So today's session, did you understand everything? I think I hope every question I have answered with respect to how we can start For non-IT also or IT also, or who are from fresher also, they will also understand. Start with the basic. If you start with the Python, that is a very good thing. Start with, if you are just complete your BTech or whatever you have completed, start with a basic programming language first, at least. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Ram. I think it's a good time to one. Because almost 10 minutes we had.
Yes.
So.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. I think tomorrow maybe I will cover. We will start from Linux again. We'll go with the advanced Linux. Maybe one or two session for. I think one session will be needed for Linux, and then will be the start with the Git bucket, like Git versioning tool. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Take care. Bye bye.